My name is Tara Easter, and today for Philadelphia cream cheese, the women of Philadelphia cream cheese, I'll be making a grape pie. And we're going to start off with 1½ cups of flour, 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, 1 stick of butter, 1 egg yolk, and 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then water. We'll begin by putting the flour. This is the pie crust. This does make 2 pie crusts, so you'll be able to make 2 pies, or you can put some of it, put it away for another time. I always like to have prepared pie crust in my refrigerator at all times because you never know when somebody's going to need a pie. You want to make sure that the butter and the cream cheese are both chilled very cold. That's going to make for a very fluffy crust. Go ahead and add all your ingredients into the food processor. And 1 egg. Okay, so I'm going to put the lid on, and then we're going to pulse it on 15 times until it comes up in these little tiny pea-sized bits. That's just about perfect. Okay, now we're going to want to add the water, 1 to 2 tablespoons at a time. Excuse me. While pulsating until the dough comes together into a ball. And you can see it start to form now. You don't want the dough to be too wet because then you're going to have a tough crust rather than a flaky crust. And I think we're just about there. And now what we're going to want to do is turn this out into a floured board. And form into 2 discs that we're going to put in the refrigerator for about 20 to 30 minutes before we roll out our pie crust. Be careful not to cut yourself on the blade. As you can see, my granddaughter has joined me this morning. She loves to join me in the kitchen, and I love to have the grandkids in the kitchen with me. I remember when I was a little girl, I used to love to go to my grandmother's house and walk in, and she had cookies baking, or she'd always have something baking, and it just, oh, it was so much fun. And we'd make cookies, and we'd sit and have coffee and tea, or cookies and tea, and I'd listen to her stories, and I miss her dearly. Good morning, baby. Okay, so now that they're formed into discs, we're going to go ahead and chill them for 20 to 30 minutes, and we'll be back for the filling of the grape pie. Hi, and now we're back to do the inside of the pie, of the grape pie. And what you'll need for the inside, for the filling, is 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 6 ounces or half of a can of grape juice. And you can either do white grape juice or raspberry grape juice or just regular grape juice. Today I'll just be using regular grape juice. 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of almond extract and 6 ounces of water. And 1 pound 4 ounces of grapes. Washed and destemmed red seedless grapes. So we'll begin by just putting the ingredients in a saucepan. And then we'll go ahead and heat this on the stove and whisk it with a whisk until it's thick and bubbly. So now when it gets thick and bubbly is when you want to add the grapes. You add the grapes to your hot, thick sauce, and that's going to bring the grapes to their maximum capacity. It kind of plumps them up, and just stir just for a few minutes so the grapes are completely coated with the beautiful sauce. And then we're going to go ahead and transfer this over into the pie crust. Place in your pie crust. Making sure to get all that sauce, because that's what's going to really set your grapes into the pie. And now the next thing for this pie is, just kind of even it out, and then we're going to put it in the fridge and let this chill completely before we do our cream cheese topping. Okay, now we're ready for the final step of the grape pie. And first, the grape pie now has chilled and is fully chilled, and it's ready for the topping. And the topping consists of 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of almond extract, and 1½ cups of prepared heavy whipping cream. And I just whip this ahead of time and then just put it in the fridge till I'm ready to use it. So we're going to start off by putting the cream cheese into the thing here, the KitchenAid. And adding the 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. And at this point I do like to add my vanilla and my almond extract. And then we're going to whip this until it's smooth. I always like to use pure extracts. I don't, not the imitation. Tastes better in the food. Okay, so I'm going to whip this. And now I'm going to add 1.5 cups of prepared whipping cream. Go ahead and add it to our pastry bake. I like to use a star tip, but you don't have to use any kind of tip at all. And then just put this into the pastry bake. Sometimes I like to make extra of this because it's so great. It's a great filling for French toast. It's a great filling for crepes, and it's great on. Kids love it on pancakes, so it's just kind of a fun little treat on Sunday mornings. And go ahead and get it in there. Plus it's always fun to make extras just so that you have, and then go ahead and pipe it onto the pie. And there you have it, grape pie. I'm Tara Easter, and this is my creation with Philadelphia cream cheese. To my home, to yours. Thank you.